Hi, it's September 12th. It's been a long time since I've posted anything or shot video. And part of it is because I keep thinking I've been sick. Well, let me back up. I think the last time I posted was in June after a trip to Catalina. And I probably got sick after it. I've been sick a lot. So I've been sick so much that I'm like, I'm not going to post. I feel like crap. I look terrible, which I really don't care about, as most of you know. And I'll post when I feel better, or and then I was like, it's been so long, I don't know how to catch up everyone, and then everything just feels overwhelming, today especially. So that's why I decided to post, because I just need to give an update. Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit this. So here's a small update. I'll kind of go in chronological order. June was a blur. We buried my mom at the beginning of June. Oh, that's right. I got really sick. I was sick when she died, and pulled things together for the funeral and the viewing and everything, and then got really sick after that, just run down. Got a really bad virus, and it was in my chest, and I was sick for probably 2 weeks. So, felt better for a little bit. It's like I never fully felt better. Anyway, I felt better. Then in July, got sick again. This time, and when I get sick, I get like it knocks me down, and I'm in bed sick, like chills, fever, headache, body aches, sore throat. In July, it was a sinus infection. So I was sick, and then what turned into a sinus infection, so started antibiotics. I finished the antibiotics the day we left for our big family vacation to Catalina in the beginning of August, which was also the last time I dosed daratumumab. So went on the family trip. My sister got COVID. Both my sisters got COVID. One was in Catalina, one was not and couldn't come. And we all kept our distance, but then one morning on the trip, I woke up with both of my eyes had pink eye. I had a double ear infection, a sore throat, fevers. Like I was so sick, and we were supposed to leave in 2 days. So I missed a couple of really good days, and then I had to figure out how to travel because I needed to be home and needed to see the doctor. So came home, didn't have COVID, didn't have the flu, but just was so I started antibiotics for my eyes and my ears, and had a UTI. So yeah, got really sick, and have never been better since. So obviously my eyes and ears cleared up. Ended up having to go again to the Huntsman Acute Care, which is like, it's like the Huntsman little ER if it's not a super emergency. Anyway, tested positive for rhinovirus, enterovirus, which normally, are like childhood or adults can get them, but you don't even know. It's like a mild cold. Well, it didn't, I've had fever, chills, sore throat. Again, my ears have taken a long time to recover. and still have a sore throat, headache. Like, I've had flank pain for, I'd say at least 4 to 5 weeks. So I just feel like there's something off with my body. And actually in July, fractured a rib. So I wasn't even playing that hard. I, was on a jet ski or paddleboarding, jumped off some rocks, not even like real cliff jumping. And somewhere in there, I fractured a rib because it was weak from multiple myeloma. So I've been a little bit of a mess this summer, and I don't know, maybe I just feel like if I get on here and just complain about what's happening to me. I mean, I did do fun things. When I play hard. So I played hard in Catalina and then got sick and have not been okay since. So I've missed a ton of work, which totally stresses me out because, I love the chimes. I don't like to let people down or not be a good worker, or just not. I have high expectations for myself and my job. So we're to today, where actually, let me back up. I ended up at the acute center again a week ago because I'm like, I still have really bad flank pain, and they thought it had to do with a UTI or kidney infection. So they do a CT, and I have a blood clot in my iliac common vein on the left side and a little bit on the right. So that completely freaked me out because it's just closer to my lungs and closer to potentially having a pulmonary embolism and just having another clot. So I was put on blood thinners. That was 2 weeks ago. It's all a blur. And then today I had a meeting with my doctor, and when I show up, the nurse already has a binder for me that says CAR T-cell therapy patient education binder. So we're ramping that up. Obviously, they said, let's stop the DARA because I can't seem to get better. I actually had IVIG and IVIG infusion last Friday, which is like a big immune booster from other people. It's like getting blood from somebody else, but getting their immune system. So I felt worse when I got it, which I thought, I'm like, maybe I'll have like flu-like symptoms. I have a giant, I don't even know if you could see it. It's a very large lymph node. So that happened right after the IVIG, and I have 2 that hurt and are painful to the touch. So today when I go, it just was all of a sudden like, okay, you need the CAR T sooner than later. You need a CT scan of the lymph nodes and your back. My back is still killing me in my flank pain. So I'm like, something is horribly wrong. I took 2 oxycodone yesterday, and I don't usually do that. Like, I take 1 maximum a day, and I took 2 because I was in so much pain. So, got labs drawn and had the CT, and got a phone call tonight that we need to biopsy my lymph node. The multiple myeloma could be in my lymph node, which is not very common, but I am not very common. I am not your common multiple myeloma patient. And the CT of my chest showed my lungs are fine. I don't have more clots, but I have a new lesion in my T9 vertebrae, which doesn't make any sense to me because I've been on daratumumab. My multiple myeloma numbers are way down, like they're really good, have knocked down the cancer. So I'm like, how am I getting a new lesion? So that's probably the cause of my back pain, which felt like flank pain. So the clot can be causing the pain and the T9 lesion. So this is the first time where I really feel like the multiple myeloma is in my body and attacking my body, not just staying in my bone marrow. And it feels scary, and it feels uncertain, and I'm not ready for a huge change in my life again to go through the CAR T, which I will pull out my T cells in October, send them to a lab in California, have them modified or programmed to attack my specific multiple myeloma. It takes about 4 to 8 weeks, and then have a CAR T cell in December and be in the hospital for a week. I won't be able to drive for 8 weeks. Anyway, I know this is a lot of information. Like, after not talking for a long time, I just felt so sick. When you feel sick, I just didn't want to post or do anything. It just starts getting depressing when it's not even side effects from the drug. Well, it kind of is, because I have no immune system and all these virus infections, but the side effects keep me sick. I mean, the drugs. Oh my gosh, I can't even speak. Anyway, so my body has been fighting off these infections for a lot. And I'm like still deeply mourning my mom, and I just feel super overwhelmed about the whole situation in my body. And Christoph is giving me love right now. Anyway, that's the update. And I feel like I'm ramping up into like cancer treatment. I know I've been being treated, but I thought I was going to be on daratumumab, and the side effects, I was like, I could tolerate them, and I was going to do that for 2 years and then have a CAR T. So I was just going to kind of maintain this kind of lifestyle that I still could like hang out, travel, and work and do all the things, and it really doesn't feel like that. Anyway, feels very different.